we already have an economy globally that is cratering. All right.
Right.
So we have here a situation where central banks are going to be raising rates into an economy that's already cratering. So what's this meant to do? When a central bank, when any central bank starts to raise rates, generally they do this when an economy is running too hot. What they're trying to do is slow down the economy. Okay, so here we have central banks. I'm laughing. I can't. It gets me triggered. I can't take it sometimes. Central banks here, raising rates, saying, "Oh, they're going to continue to do it." Okay, lovely. But what's the effect of it? Number one, it's not meant to stop inflation. What it's meant to do is kill demand. Period. I mean, just look it up. Anyone can, economics 101. What is this meant to do? It's meant to kill demand. Therefore, slow the economy. But again, in a hot economy that's really running strong, okay, maybe you want to do something like that. But in this kind of scenario, it's very simple to see where this is going. All it's doing, yes, is we already have a free fall economy. Demand is already dropping off of a cliff here. People can't make ends meet. They're suffering. Personal debt, household debt, consumer debt off the Richter scale. They're already maxed out, and now we're going to hit them with higher rates here. And again, this is not meant to do anything, and it's not. Let's look at their record here. The Fed has been raising rates for months now. Guess what? It's still climbing.
Right.
Look, the simplest way to stop inflation, and no one's going to talk about it. Okay, I've been, talking about it on my own blog, but you're going to be the first to get this out on your blog. It's very simple. Have the Federal Reserve tell the banks to increase their reserve requirements, their capital they must keep in reserve. What would this do? It would contract the money supply. That's what that's meant to do. And that would actually bring down inflation. But no, central banks are hell-bent to continue doing what they're doing, which isn't doing a damn thing, completely ineffective here, slowing down the economy, destroying people with it. And it's not working. I mean, look, hats off to Sarah Eisen yesterday, CNBC. I beat up the mainstream propaganda ministries to death, as you well know. Yeah. But honestly, Sarah had a guest over there, and she had mentioned, hey, look, the Fed's been raising rates, but it's not working. I almost fell out. I was sitting in this chair, almost fell out. And the guest was like dumbfounded. How do I answer that one? I don't know the answer to that. I mean, come on, man. It's insane. But what we're seeing now is a concerted, coordinated effort by central banks to bring the global economy to its knees. And it's working. I mean, look, this isn't a conspiracy theory. It's actually happening. Open your eyes, everybody. If you're new here, pay attention to what's going on. Yes, central banks do have tools in their toolbox that they could use. One tool, let's increase the capital requirements of the banks, and we actually could slow inflation. But no, they will not do that. Their job here is to continue to inflate the money supply. I've been telling people since time immemorial, all right, that central banks are going to inflate, and then freaking inflate some more. And that's exactly what they're doing. And they're going to use puppet governments to play the game. Okay, we need to fund this. We need to fund that. We need to do this, that, and the other thing. What's that going to do? It's massively inflationary. But people aren't being told any of this stuff. It's crazy. You're right. The environment is so twisted. It's so upside down, backwards. And it drives me crazy. Yes, Janet Yellen now is on board. Janet freaking Yellen, who over the past couple of weeks has been telling everyone, the financial system is just great.
Yeah, she said it's fine. Everything's perfect.
It's functioning, it's working. And now all of a sudden we get a 180. Oh, there's a problem here. Who's we? Okay, that's what she said. We are concerned about issues here in the debt market, liquidity here. Okay, I think they're way behind the curve. So what's going on? I think these institutions have to, at least at this point, because it's so clear, to explain to people that we have a debt market that's a ticking time bomb. They're not going to put it like that. So that's what they're not telling people. They're going to tell people, there's an issue in the debt market. It's not stable. But what they're not going to tell people is this entire thing, all of it, is priced off of action here in the debt market. The function of the global economy and financial system at its core is based on the debt market. We have a debt-based economic model at its core. Without the debt market functioning, remaining stable, I mean, all of this is eventually going to come down. I mean, look, the writing has been on the wall for a long time. We're seeing the effects of it, skyrocketing inflation here.
Right.
We are in the early phases of it.
Before we continue, help us clicking that YouTube like button and subscribe now to our channel. This shows the algorithm that you valued this information. And it helps us spread that message. Sharing is caring. And now, let's continue.
I have bad news for you. If you're not rich by now, you're screwed. And if you're in debt, you're even double screwed. How so, you might wonder? Well, the sad truth is that you're working your whole life to make someone else rich. The mega corporations, the banks, the politicians, everyone is getting richer. They get your money. And what is even worse, they get your time, they get your life. You are not even in a rat race, you're in a financial prison. But what could a solution for you look like? Honestly, I don't know, but I know what a solution for me would look like. It's very simple. I use whatever money I have and I multiply it with 1,000. This could make my life much easier and probably yours as well. If you have $1,000 available and multiply this with 1,000, I believe that this could solve some financial issue for the one or the other. Of course, if you're ugly, you would have to multiply it with much more than 1,000. My name is Marco Stan, and this is what I decided to do. I decided to 1000x my money. This is not a joke. I know what you may be thinking. What is this guy talking about? How should this work? This is not possible. Well, I made a detailed video where I laid out my plan. And some clever folks might even want to look at this plan and copy it and do exactly what I do. This is just a little hint on the side. You have two options. You leave, you forget what you have seen. You do whatever you're doing and you hope that somehow you get some other results. Good luck with that. Or you click the link below the video. You enter your email address because I'm not showing this to everybody. You at least watch my video on how I plan to 1000x my money. The choice is yours. Make the right choice. Join me. See what a different future you could have. See at least how I intend, how I plan to do the 1000x. So click on the link below, enter your email address, and I see you on the other side. Your Marco Stan.